and data flow aspects around these basic systems. So in these examples, you can find some things like business ideas. So if you think about the value stream or business models, technical topics in trust, security, and data processing, or also in if you look on the data flow, then you can see that it's necessary to be reliable, have good quality of the data, and if you think about conformity, then there is a need for verification and certification in these data value streams. So that's the fourth pillar of this proposal. Next slide, Benjamin. Yes. And here you can see the proposed structure of the JTC. You see the 4 pillars as work areas mentioned before. They are proposed in separate structural elements. So we have an idea to have these JTC structured topic focused, that every expert can choose where he wants to interact with on this JTC. And we try to draw this picture to say, okay, this new JTC, as already mentioned, should be like a coordination, networking, and standardization committee. So a little bit more of new idea how to work in a JTC. And with this in mind, this is the essential of the JTC to collect all these experts from different fields, sectors, and gain them overview of ongoing activities and have a good exchange and dialogue with them. So that's the short part from my side at the beginning. And I think I can hand over to Florian.
Yes, so basically that was our short introduction. Of course, we all count that you read the proposal. And now, as we said, this meeting is here for you, and we are looking forward to your questions, which you can either put in the chat, or of course, you can also just raise them verbally. And I will just read the questions, and me and Michael will share this task. Now the first one's coming in, and then we hope that we will get good answers. So the first one is from Sandeep. Hello, Sandeep. And it is GS1 has done extensive work on product code, business vocabularies for supply chains, etc. A lot of this is already deployed. How will GS1 be associated with this JTC? Is there a proposal to adopt the existing GS1 work, or will this compete with GS1? So maybe Benjamin or Sebastian?
Yeah, okay, I can answer that. At least GS1 is one player, as the other organizations and companies. And GS1 did a lot of work, especially in ISO, the subcommittee 31, for example, but also on other stuff. And that is the idea, to bring the thoughts together on the table of the JTC. And not to bring new stuff in that, to look what is existing, what might be at least usable. And also, at least it is the question of coexistence of solutions. So GS1 should be a strong player also in this JTC, like the others which are addressing this topic strongly from other parts. And absolutely, there are several ISO standards which are also addressed by GS1 and IEC standards, which we have to bring together. I think it is necessary to have this table, what is at least free from political sectoral system provider application specific framing. And it is not the idea to decide that or that solution or that, so it's more the question of developing interoperability.
All right, maybe one general remark. We have now more than 150 participants. So again, thank you for this. This is really great. But that also means we will have to give short and precise answers so that everyone has the chance to ask their questions. And we put the contact details here also. So in case there is some follow-ups or bilateral talks needed, of course, Sebastian and Benjamin are also available afterwards. That gives me...
Perhaps, Florian, just to add there, please, before you leave the chat or the meeting, let us your email in the chat so we can provide you the presentations and also get in contact directly with you. Thank you.
Yes, good point. So if you don't want to publish the email in the public chat that everyone can see it, you can also send it to Benjamin, maybe directly on a private chat. So he will collect. Okay. Then second question from Thomas from Denmark. There has already been considerable work at the European level in Sentinel JTC 24. How will this be managed within the new international committee to ensure that standards remain compatible?
Sebastian?
Yes, I think this was the first point, these pillar A. If you look at these CAC and the topics of the CAC, the intention of the JTC is to collect all these different TCs and bring them together, as Benjamin said, to discuss the topics and use what they developed already. So it's not a competitor to the JTC 24 work. They are invited to bring their ideas into this new JTC.
Good. And the next one, Professor Ma, good to see you. Does DPP data include data annotation and data formatting?
Oh, I think it's it might be beyond the knowledge of us as standardization members. I don't know, Sebastian, if you can say more on that. But at least it is up to the JTC and the working groups there to decide what parts are necessary for interoperability in the whole system. At least data or the data itself is a very important part for developing the interoperability between sectors and branches and so on due to the supply chain. But again, not every work what is to be done will be done in the JTC. It is more as a networking idea there, and then to decide which framework and what interoperability standard work will be made in the JTC or what in the several TCs which are addressing exactly, for example, data annotation and data formatting.
We have some background noise. I think from. Could you please try to mute? Thank you. Okay, and then next question is from Toshihiro Suzuki. What is the definition of DPP? That sounds like an easy question, but I know it's not so easy. Benjamin, maybe, or Sebastian?
Yeah, at least like I said to the beginning, the digital product passport might be understood as the connection from entity like a product or pre-product, a material or something like that with a digital set of information. But at least it's more than that. That is what we address. It's the information and communication hub, at least for the product. So it is up to the JTC